under the pale moonlight. Vinny and Phil bring the shadows to life. Tales of the ghostly whispers in the night. Bigfoot and aliens ready for the strife. The darkness thickens, the air is cold. Haunting stories waiting to unfold. Supernatural Sundays, the veil is thin. Join us in the chaos, let the night begin. With every whisper and each chilling tale, dare to believe where shadows prevail. EVPs echo through the haunted trees. Demons lurk as the chill hits with ease. But the caps rolling with guests to amaze. Cryptids and spirits were lost in the haze. Northmen in the foliage, watch your back. Dogmen prowling, ready to attack. Supernatural Sundays, the veil is thin. Join us in the chaos, let the night begin. With every whisper and each chilling tale, dare to believe where shadows prevail. Moving in the foliage, watch your back. Thunder prowling, ready to attack. Supernatural Sundays, the veil is thin. Join us in the chaos, let the night begin. With every whisper and each chilling tale, dare to believe where shadows prevail. So tune in next week, fear in your soul. Darkness awaits, let the stories unfold.
Welcome to Supernatural Sundays, January 25th edition. Hope y'all are staying warm. We got a lot of bad weather coming through. Here in Bowling Green, Kentucky, we got I'm guessing about 6 inches of snow and with about 2 inches of ice on top of that. So that wind picks up. We're going to have some problems, power outages and whatnot. So hope everybody's staying safe out there. That being said, we really haven't went anywhere this weekend. Last week, we were messing around with the Aztec death whistle, and I had a couple cat balls go off. I actually had some cat balls go off before that. Every week I try to check out some different dolls. I've been told that sometimes dolls have attachments, so every week we've been trying different dolls. And these two little fellers here, this guy and the girl, they're their little plaid outfits there. I actually had those cat balls were going off before we ever started recording last week, so wondered if maybe they got something going on there. And then, but I wasn't sure if it was the lady in the wedding dress. So we're gonna run them back through again this week, just to see if anything happens. If not, we'll try some different ones next week. But got a few things this week. I got one video that I did a while back. We got an old bridge here in town. It's called the Old Richardsville Bridge Road, and the story goes, if you stop your car on the bridge and you put your car in neutral, that supposedly a ghost will come up, push your car on across, so you don't get stranded on the bridge. And we've experimented around. If you pull up on the bridge and you put your car in neutral, it will start rolling on across. It's like something starts pushing you across. I tried it in my truck and nothing happened, but I had a problem with the brakes. So I went back in my car and it rolls on across. But I hate to break it to everybody. I went and I put a level on the bridge. The bridge is not level. And from what I understand, back in the day when everybody was driving the Model A's and the Model T's, it was a 1-lane bridge, 1-lane road, 1-lane bridge. So if your car stalled, it could impede the flow of traffic. So they designed the bridges with a slight slope so that your car will roll on across. So I want to share that with you. So let's get into this week's videos. We're going to have some cryptid stuff, some UFOs, some aliens. I got a couple brain teasers there. And then we'll keep an eye on these fellers over here. I've got 2 K2 meters. I'm going to hit one just to show you that they are active. There you go. These are activated cat balls. So if you see those things go off like that, let me know if I don't mention it on the if somebody wants to send me some comments. Looks like we got a comment already. It looks like Cindy's saying, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all, Cindy. Hope you're staying warm over there in West Virginia. So if you guys see any of those dolls have any action, let me know. Without further ado, let's get into this week's supernatural news. And I'm looking for my video. That I just put on here. I'm not seeing it. I'm getting some kind of error message. Maybe we'll start with something else. Let's with this cold weather and all, I've been hearing rumors about trees exploding. So here's a video of a tree exploding. Come on.
What was that?
I'm thinking that was fake, but it was pretty cool. And then here's a guy, he figures out this guy's got a new way of getting rid of snow off the streets.
Who knew you could bale snow? Ha! That's wild.
Let's see that John Deere baler in action again, because it's snow problem.
Who knew you could bale snow? Ha! That's wild.
And here's another exploding tree with all this cold weather. Those trees are just popping open everywhere.
Oh my God. What was that? That was a tree.
It literally cracked.
And let's get into some cryptids here. This thing here, I'm thinking this is AI fake, but it's a pretty good rendering of a Jersey Devil.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer.
I think I saw a cat ball going off. Are you starting to say hello? I think I'm banging into nothing. No, it's not me. Well, hey there. How you doing there, buddy? Somebody wants to say hello. I got a new cryptid this week. Looks like a big giant wolf dog creature, but I'm probably going to mispronounce this, but they call it the Chunka Warumpkin. Yeah, Chunka Warumpkin. Well, hey there. Anything you want to say? You're on camera, live action. I'm thinking maybe it was the little girl in the plaid doll that had something to say. Because we're actually getting a little action here. It's not me. I'm banging on stuff. Nothing's happening. That you? That you? I bang on it. Want to say hello? Okay. Let's check out the Chunka Warumpkin. Come on.
Everybody wants to know who this good boy is. This good boy represents a Chunka Warumpkin, which is a creature from the northern plains. In our museum, we have him assigned to Montana because that's where a lot of sightings were. This guy was said to go into camps and steal dogs, caused a lot of trouble. There's actually a taxidermy of him. So you figure out how to spell it, Chunka Warumpkin, and you can find the taxidermy of him.
The Chunka Warumpkin. And I got another cryptid here. This here looks like some kind of like a dragon or something. It's a underwater video. I don't know if anybody's ever done any underwater paranormal investigating, but that's something we're wanting to try this year. Right now I'm trying to find like a GoPro or something like that. The problem I'm finding is I want a camera that'll work in low light conditions like IR, but also has sound. A lot of these fishing cameras work great, but they don't have sound. And we got to have sound if we're going to listen for underwater EVPs. Or we're going to have to add a hydrophone, which a hydrophone is an underwater device, works like this microphone, but it works underwater. So if anybody got any scoop on underwater hydrophones, anybody's done any underwater paranormal investigating, we'd love to hear from you. I think it'd be a great guest to have on the show. Let's see here. This one's playing peekaboo behind the tree. Not sure what this creature is, but it was kind of like peeking around behind the tree. Check it out. See what you think.
Remember when Appalachian hikers followed a whistle distress signal and found this?
Definitely peeking around behind the tree. I've got an update here, just kind of a little bit of a montage from Expedition Bigfoot and some of the intriguing evidence they found. They've been finding stuff that looks like a nest, and also picking up some stuff on Therm, and got a couple other creatures that they saw up the side of the hill, which they thought may have been a bear. But I'm going to go ahead and roll that and see what you guys think. Some updates from Expedition Bigfoot.
Something just moved on the top of that hill. Oh, check it out. Like a little black bear on the side of the hill. Let me get it settled. Zach. That thing just stood up like you and I would just stand up. Look at that. Dude! Oh, check this out. There's a full bed right here. Look at this. All this stuff is matted down, literally matted down. I can't roll off this thing left or right. Literally couldn't do it. Let me have that camera. You see how this is all, it's a dish. It's literally a place to lay down. It's clearly been slept in. It's been inhabited. And I want to say bed, but this is a nest. It's up in a tree in an elevated position. Deer don't do this, elk don't do this. Something that thinks critically or is intelligent had to have done this. It seemed very strange in this particular setting. Look down below me. There's more than one nest.
Do you see that?
Right there.
Is that incredible or what?
I'm standing right there.
What is that?
Right? I don't know. To me, that looks like an upright bipedal creature. I mean, look, there's no one that should be out there. And whatever that is moving through the area.
What makes this really compelling to me that we may be looking at a Bigfoot is it has distinctive features. This head with no neck, the broad shoulders, and you can clearly see that this is something bipedal. If this was a deer, it would contain that same shape, but this is something that is more humanoid than anything else.
Wow.
That is crazy. I smell something. It smells stronger as we go up. I just heard something. I'm gonna bust out the thermal. I have a heat signature. Straight ahead, right in front of us. It's moving. It's coming in and out. Look.
Right there, right there.
Yeah.
We got eye shine. Right there.
Look, right there. Oh my God. It looks like it's that bright. Do you still have the eye shine?
No.
No? I still got it. All right, Ronnie, follow me.
What do you got?
It's gone.
I have cliffs on both sides of me. There's only one way in, one way out. I never like putting myself in that position, ever. So I have a very uneasy feeling. Oh, look at this. This almost looks like a footprint.
Something just moved on the shadow.
What's that?
Look at the ridge line behind me. Something ran across that shadow on that ridge line. There's something up above us.
That had to have been pretty tall. I'll tell you what, if something's running side by side with us up on the top of that point, I don't like that. This is a vulnerable spot. Instinctively, the first thing I think of is mountain lion, bear, predator. You feel like we're being watched?
Yeah.
It'd be a pretty eerie feeling being out there in the woods, feeling like something's watching you, especially if you don't know what it is, you know. You might actually hope it's a Bigfoot, not a mountain lion or a bear. A lot of people's been attacked by mountain lions and bears. Not so many that can actually be proven were attacked by a Bigfoot at all. Okay, we got another. This is another. I can't tell if this thing's AI. It looks like it might be AI, but it's kind of cool. It looks like some kind of skinwalker or alien type creature coming out of the chicken house. Come on. That was a pretty short clip. I'm gonna roll that again. It looks like the dog was getting after it. That was freaky looking. Thing running around like Gumby running around. Probably AI. I don't know. It's kind of cool though. It's always the chicken house, man. Something's always trying to get in the chickens. I guess they're easy prey for any kind of cryptid creatures. And let's see. I've got. Here we go. This is just they think this is a Bigfoot walking by. It's kind of like a silhouette. It's hard to tell what it is, which makes it more legit because you know how a Bigfoot's always blurry and hard to see on the videos. Here we go. This is Bigfoot walking by. What it looks like. Another short clip. I'm gonna roll that one again. I didn't really get it. I've seen it, but I think we need to roll it again so you get a little better look at it. All right, everybody, get ready. Here we go. Bigfoot walking by. It looks like a silhouette of Bigfoot. I would have liked to seen more of that clip. I don't know. They didn't show it very long. It could have just been some dude out, checking his fence line. And this one here, this here video is pretty laid back. It looks like a family of Sasquatch just kind of like out for a Sunday hike. Check it out. Wrong video, dang it. Oh, this might be it.
Oh my God, that's not a bear. There's two of them. Look, big one and little one right next to it. They're walking like people. Holy crap.
All my videos a lot of them are short this week. One more time. Bigfoot's out for a casual Sunday walk. The family outing with the Squatch family.
Oh my God, that's not a bear. There's two of them. Look, big one and little one right next to it. They're walking like people. Holy crap.
Just out for a Sunday walk. Here's the other one I was trying to play. This is just a Bigfoot just strolling down the road at the end of the day, going back to his nest. Thinking that's pretty much a guy in a suit. It was not walking like the typical Squatch would normally walk with its big long legs dangling and everything. If I got any more cryptids. I thought I had another cryptid. We already did the Chunkawarumpka. We got the Bigfoot. Let's see. I think it's time we move on into the UFOs. We got some UFO stuff this week. There's been a lot of new sightings since the first of the year. After the old 3-eye atlas is going out of the viewfinder there. They're starting to look for more UFOs on the Earth here, and supposedly we're supposed to start seeing a lot of orbs this year, like in the sky. Like not the kind of orbs you would think you'd see in like paranormal, like the tiny ones are like dust and everything. These are like orbs in the sky, and that's what this next clip is about. Interesting graphic. I would have liked to seen some of these orbs that they're talking about. I've seen some weird stuff in the sky. I cannot explain, but I don't know what it was. And this here comes to us from Fresno, California. This guy had a little bit of a UFO experience, and it almost just looks like a bunch of crap floating around the sky, like after a dust devil or a tornado or something. I'm not sure what this guy's seeing, but Fresno, California. They see some weird stuff out in California. Come on. Here we go.
All right. I'm in I'm in Fresno at Buffalo Wild Wings, and we're seeing this weird shit in the sky right now. Let me show you.
Something that was burned, like ash, like a piece of...
Real quick, what is that? That's kind of weird, right?
Yeah. We got chemtrails, we got like mysterious shit in the air. Like, what the hell's happening? This is a simulation. Earlier, I think I was like a half circle with a line going through it.
All right, just to show, so we're outside Buffalo Wild Wings right now.
No AI.
No AI. And there's these...
Black floating things.
There's just these things just kind of sitting around. Zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, no, and like they can't go that slow, like, you know, like they stay up in the air, like that's just barely moving.
Interesting.
Well, I think I could think of something. Like anything, but yeah, oh yeah, they're far away, like farther away than there's some other ones. That's weird.
I can't make it out. What could be a natural occurrence where that
Because they're
be?
weird shape, they're not like round. Yeah.
Some of them look like disc. That is fucking weird, dude. And they're not far. This is the age of disclosure, man.
There's like a couple, like, you know, like a wide branch. Yeah, unless that's just, you know, this. Oh yeah, no, like yeah, some are moving back and forth. What the fuck is happening? Do they have a telescope or something?
All right, cool. So we just saw UFOs exiting the game tonight, so that's cool. They just disappeared, you know, this is a simulation.
Wow, I've heard that people think we're in some kind of simulation. I couldn't really tell what those were. Some of them were uniform in shape, and others weren't. If it was like ashes from a fire going up, they wouldn't all be the same, you know, uniform shape like that. So kind of weird. Yeah, some UFO action going on, and that was the Fresno. Got another UFO. Yeah, here we go. This one is supposedly some actual Navy footage of a UFO that they saw out in the ocean. And I think it's one of them that looks like a Tic Tac kind of floating around, looks like a pill flying around.
All right, pause for a second. You'll be happy you did. Jeremy Corbell just released brand new UAP footage from a U.S. Navy ship, and what you're about to see is actually quite good. This was recorded in February of 2023 aboard the USS Jackson using FLIR thermal imaging radar. And what you're looking at is a tic-tac shaped object. No wings, no exhaust, maneuvering effortlessly over the ocean. But here's where it gets even weirder. This wasn't just one object. The witnesses say that there were multiple crafts, and according to the report, one of them was actually seen exiting the ocean before shooting up into the air. So we're talking about a transmedium object. That means air and water seamlessly. And again, this is coming from military sensors, not some shaky cell phone footage. And there's no official statement at this time. Just another surreal encounter quietly happening in the background while the rest of the world scrolls by. No wings, no heat signature, no explanation. What we're really talking about here is not just UFOs. We're talking about unexplainable technology in our oceans being tracked by our military. So whether this is advanced technology, a misidentified object, or something else entirely, this footage raises serious questions. And
the old Tic Tacs back again. I don't know that I heard they tried to shoot one down and it didn't even phase it. Pretty crazy. And then you ever hear somebody talking and then in the middle of their speech there's like some innuendos? This was I think they were interviewing the president, or he was doing a press conference or something, and we're thinking he accidentally spilled the beans on UFO alien, the acknowledgement of UFOs or aliens, but he doesn't come right out and say it, but we think this is kind of like read between the lines kind of thing. At least that's what all the UFO enthusiasts think. Here we go.
Missiles, because of nuclear, because of weapons of warfare that I can't even talk about. 2 weeks ago, they saw weapons that nobody ever heard of. They weren't able to fire one shot at us. They said, what happened? Everything was discombobulated. They said, we've got them in our sights. Press the trigger, and nothing happened. No anti-aircraft missiles went up. There was one that went up about 30 feet and crashed down right next to the people that sent it. They said, what the hell is going on? Those defensive systems were made by Russia and by China. So they're going to go back to the drawing boards, I guess.
I wouldn't call that full disclosure. Basically hinting around that we've got some technology that nobody else has. Possibly we had something to do with their missiles not going very far. Could be an innuendo. I don't think it's full disclosure. But I got something I'm gonna play around with here on the some future investigations. I don't know if any of you've all ever seen anything like this. They've got these old school cameras and the Polaroid, and a lot of people use these old Polaroids. Basically, you put the film in the camera. There we go. Check that out. I got the old ones, and I got the newer style. They pop up, and there's different modes and everything. But take a picture, and it prints a picture right there. It spits them out. And a lot of the times back in the day, people would shake them to get them developed. You ever heard that song? Shake it like a Polaroid picture. So the Polaroid, it could be an inexpensive tool for paranormal investigating. You know, you can pop out a picture right there. You know, if you're wanting to see what the lighting looks like, or just get an image of something, or you want to give everybody a little souvenir to take home. But there's I think it was a Spectre film. There was a whole documentary on it. These guys were using this Spectre special film, and they were getting like, there's a film in there. They were getting like words and stuff popping up on there. It looked like somebody painted it on there. But I picked up a couple of these. This one here is the old school one. You don't basically you don't have to pop this one up. I think this is it. There we go. Here we go. Old school Polaroid, come on. So I got to get some of the film that goes in these, and we're going to start using some of these on some future investigations. I think we'll get some cool pictures. May not get much. I don't know. These probably be good for daytime investigating for sure, and in home, especially during the day, or if you got enough lighting. I don't think these are going to work in real low light settings like like an IR camera would or anything. But just want to know if anybody's ever used these for investigating, got any cool evidence. That'd be great if you want to send it to us, or you want to come on as a guest, talk about your Polaroid experience. So we got a few other things we do. I've got some homemade devices. I call this my spinner jug, spinner bottle, whatever. It's basically, I've got a brass swivel with a brass blade in there, like come off a bass lure, basically. And then I've got the crystal, of course, with the wire wrap, and the coil goes down through. So the coil brings in the energy of the crystal, and then it transmits down through there. And the whole premise of it is it's sealed inside a bottle. It can't be manipulated electronically. It's non-magnetic. It's not affected by, EMF or anything like that, radio or anything. And so if that thing moves when you're out on investigation, there's something around putting up some spiritual, metaphysical energy. I did meet a lady last summer that she could move it with her hands without touching it. I called it telekinesis. She called it ergokinetic, but I do have a video of her doing that on our I think it's on her YouTube channel and her TikTok, but and her Facebook. But anyway, I make those, and then we got another device we made called the Paranormal Paramoo. I think it's about that time. Time for a little more cowbell.
Could have used a little more cowbell.
Going to be making some more stuff with the cowbells. Actually got a new one. This was the really heavy duty one. It's really old, antique one. Got this straight from the Brownsville auction. Shout out to Justin and Jessica and Lila and everybody up there. Isaiah's my friends at the auction. And I picked this up last week, but it's a really heavy one. So poor old cow, her neck was probably hurting after this one, but we'll be adding that to our arsenal. If something can move this cowbell, this is a heavy one. It's definitely going to be some kind of a strong energy to move that. But just a couple things working on. And anyway, since we're talking about paranormal devices, let's get into the paranormal aspect. I've got a couple videos here, and just got to find them. The whole Richardsville Bridge thing, that the whole story with that is that a lady had supposedly tossed her baby over and the bridge into the Barren River, and you can go by there and hear it crying. I think every state has a crybaby bridge story. Most of them are made up. We did go out there with Gary, our clairaudient, and he thought he was having a woman talk to him, and she said her husband pushed her over. So I don't know if there's anybody could corroborate any of those stories, anything Gary's picking up out there. He hears stuff talking to him. Shout out to Gary. Here we go. Now this some poltergeist action this week, and this ghost, it just keeps breaking stuff. And I thought this was really interesting.
So random things that were left here of Josh's break at the house. Just will be standing there and it'll just break.
You're kidding.
No, it's happened 3 times.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So the bowl outside broke. The lamp that was in the corner of the room had moved across the room in the middle of the room and broken. There was glass all over my bedroom. His lamp was cracked in half on the couch. What the hell was that?
Where's Kingston?
Right here. Both the pets are right here. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the weirdest shit. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's probably going to be something of Josh's. Oh my god, it's his mirror.
Get everything that belongs to the house.
Basically, I think she's saying it's either ex-husband or ex-boyfriend. After he moved out, some of his stuff was still there. And whatever entity is in that house apparently didn't like him because it keeps breaking all his stuff. It looked like a lamp, and then that mirror. That's 7 years bad luck right there, that mirror. Come on. Got another. This one here's another poltergeist action. This one, they might have faked this. It could have been fake, but the guy doesn't sound fake. Sometimes you can tell when they're faking stuff. This here seems kind of legit, but it totally could be fake. Just putting that out there. See what you guys think.
What the hell? Oh, shit. It's a... That was up there. So was this. What the fuck? I mean, There's no animal in here. I'm scared out of my mind. I was in the kitchen. I just started hearing the craziest commotion out here in the garage, and this is the result. There's no raccoon in here or anything. I mean, there's nothing that could have done this. Fuck.
That was pretty wild. All that noise going on, and he opens the door and the noise quits and everything's stowed down. Yeah, if I went out in my garage and seen everything stowed down and wasn't no critter out there, I'd probably think the wind done it. But if all the doors were shut, I don't know. I've got a comment here from Cammie. She's saying she's laughing about the Sasquatch just casually strolling along. Yeah, we think that could possibly be some AI. There's a lot of AI Bigfoot videos out there. I kind of like the ones where he's out getting in trouble with the game wardens, and the raccoon, him and the raccoon are always like cooking stuff up. Kind of funny. I might have to put a couple on here for fun. I got another comment from Cindy Sadler. The only thing with those is film is high. I think she's referring to these Polaroid cameras. Yeah, the film, I've been able to find it on sale here and there, but yeah, the film for these is not real cheap, but paranormal equipment's not cheap either. So I think we could buy a few film cartridges, do some test driving. I've got some old cassette recorders. We're gonna try them too, because I think they have I don't know, there's just something more real to me about a cassette or reel-to-reel recording than digital. I don't know, it just seems a little more, because everything was originally tape, and I'm not so sure that the studios still use tape. I'm not sure that anybody do anything, any work at recording studios might know if they still use tape when they're doing the original recordings and that kind of thing. Be cool to know. But yeah, we got some old cassette recorders and Polaroids. This year we're going to try some new stuff, old school, real simple equipment, non-electronic stuff as well. And then we're going to try to do some underwater stuff this year. And I think that's all my paranormal stuff. May have one more. Nope. We have I call them like a mind trick kind of thing. And this one is a horse, and he's kind of like walking along. And the whole thing with this, the premise is if your horse is walking one way, you think with the left side of your mind. If the horse is going the other way, you think with the other side of your mind. I think that's what it is. But check out this horse puzzle video. The whole thing's just to mess with your mind. Here we go. I'm gonna throw that one more time. Which way do you think the horse is going? Frontwards, or is he backing up? Like that Jeopardy music. I've watched it several times, and I think the horse is going backwards every time. And I don't know, Cammy Girl, she thought she could look at it and make the horse go the other way, but from what I could tell, it looked like he was going backwards every time to me. And I had one with a piano, but see, it may not have uploaded. We may have to put the piano one on next week if I can't find it. But I do have another puzzle here. And this is one of those you stare at it for a while, and then you look up and weird stuff happens. So this is a fun one out here from the Philbilly to you, trying to mess with people. Here we go.
Crazy Muncher game. Stare right in the middle of this blue dot and then stare at an object and watch what happens. It's actually pretty cool. Comment down below if it worked for you. This might not work for everyone though. Like, follow, and text this to your friend and see if it works for them.
Everything was expanding. That was pretty well. Oh, wait a minute. I did find the piano video. Hold on. My screen's still expanding. We barely got messed up on that last one. Everything's going, whoa. Feel free to play that back as many times as you want. It'll be on our YouTube channel. YouTube channel, the same name as our podcast, Supernatural Sundays, same name. Should be pretty easy to find on the old YouTube. And here we go. This one, they call this the talking piano. I thought this was pretty intriguing.
I'm gonna make you hear something that isn't there. Once you know the secret, you'll never unhear this again. Listen carefully.
Hello? I'm a talking piano. Can you understand me? I'll play the piano for you.
Now you might think that's just random piano keys, but I'm gonna play the same audio again, and this time add some text. This is gonna trip you out.
Hello? I'm a talking piano. Can you understand me? I'll play the piano for you.
This is just piano. No one's actually talking. So you can listen to this over and over again, and you will not be able to unhear that voice. Make sure to share the video with a friend and follow me for more mind games.
Thanks from Magic Kennelly, I think was his channel. Shout out to that guy. He said to share it, so I did. I hope everybody enjoyed that. The talk of piano. After I read it when it played back, I'm like, oh, now I'm hearing it. So try to get everybody's ears tuned. So when we go out in the field, or when you're out there listening for EVPs, going over your evidence, kind of like maybe tune your ears so you can hear things differently. What do you got to say? Anything? So the bride over there, she didn't really do much, and the little feller in the middle, I didn't see anything going on. But my little redheaded friend here, she had the cat ball go off a couple times. So I don't know if there's something going on with that doll or not, but be pretty cool if she was. Yeah, Cindy said she thought the horse was backing up too. Yeah, I did too. Cammy girl could look at it and make it go the other way. I couldn't do it. And then that last one was trippy. Yeah, it definitely was trippy. The talking piano and that one, everything was expanding at me. I might do that one a couple more times. But yeah, you guys got anything to say? Might have to find out what her name is. But yeah, 2 weeks in a row, she has had a little bit of activity. So I may have to do some more studies with these dolls. Maybe have a whole session with these dolls. Maybe, I don't know, do another live, or maybe do a TikTok or something, Facebook Live, something with these dolls. Maybe people from home can interact with them, or if you have any kind of psychic or sensitivities, you can pick up on these dolls. Maybe give me questions to ask them, that kind of thing. But if I get anything like that going on, I'll have to take clips of it. I'll put it on here if I get any more. But definitely seen her. She went off twice. I didn't see any K2s go off, but I definitely saw the cat balls a couple times. And I even tapped on it. Like I can tap on it. Nothing happens. Like I got to bang into it to get them to do anything. I'm gonna bang into it. Here we go. There you go. See, you gotta hit them pretty hard. So when they just go off by themselves, it's like, all right, what did that? Can you make it stop? I'm really impressed if you just make it stop. Like, nope. Oh, well, they both stopped. Okay. Anyway, I appreciate everybody tuning in this week. Supernatural Sundays. Y'all stay warm out there. Try to stay safe out driving around. It's pretty bad here. We've got some power outages. My neighbor's tree blew, the ice got on the tree and the wind blew it down and chipped about 2 inches of ice off the the car earlier. And so everybody try to be safe out there with this winter storm. I think we're about through with it. I think we're on the tail end of it. And appreciate everybody tuning in. And y'all have a good one. Come on.